And I just want to say that we started late, but it really has nothing to do with Indigenous. I just want to say that. But I also, in saying what, we're really glad that we're doing this, and over the year, my friend Doug Cox and I have been talking about how to bring the Indigenous voice together and how to celebrate that voice, and we thought about Walsga'makw, tribes coming together to share that spirit and share that voice, and this is that dream, and so we really look forward to sharing that with you. In doing that as well, it's really important, like how my family, we walk in the world, is that I am Kwakwaka'wakw, part Nuchanoth, and I'm also North Vancouver Island Coast Salish from here. And my family are Ayuksan, people of the sun. And so what we do is that we're really, in part of our healing, part of our decolonizing, and a part of how we have consciously chose to walk in the world is to make sure that we follow our traditional protocols. And in doing so, when we were preparing for the Walsga'makw, we thought about that, and we're going to sing a song to start us off to welcome you in. It's like our ancestors welcome you to a shore, and we're welcome you in. And really what we're hoping to do with that welcoming is begin to mentor that way of hosting one another. And if we host in a good way, we land in the place that we need to be, right? Our canoes are beached, we're sitting together, and we're sharing a spirit that comes from a very deep, meaningful place. And that's Walsga'makw. That's us coming together. So with that, I want to ask our relatives to do their traditional welcome. And what the ancestors asked us to do, this is handed down to us. And remember that there's an artfulness to hosting one another. And the first hosting is with ourselves. And they always ask, how are you showing up? How are you hosting you? Are you open? Are you curious? Are you willing to be in a place in which we generate that love together? That's a really important way of hosting. And then we turn our thoughts to how we host others. And hosting others is that, are we friendly? Are we welcoming? Do you feel like you're coming home for the first time? And that's hosting you. And so when you're thinking about that, and then as if I was inviting you to my house at Christmas time, you would come in and you would be seated and you'd be fed, and I'd ask you about yourself, and you would tell me about yourself and your experiences. I'm your guest in that moment. So the question becomes, how am I being your guest? You know, am I welcoming your story into my spirit in my life? Am I genuine with that? And in that way, when we come together, we're weaving our spirits together like a basket, and it holds the spirit of each other in a meaningful way. So much so that the elders told me that when we say Gela Kasla, it could mean hello. Gela Kasla can mean thank you. Gela Kasla can mean sharing breath and spirit together. And that's a really beautiful way of hosting. And so I really welcome you. This is going to be a beautiful ride this afternoon. And I'm going to begin. We're going to go this way, just like the river, and then the tide's going to come back. So.
Wow. Well, look, Spatska Gilau Diwayu. Saltwater Hank, DWAM stage name, Nis Saltwater Hank, Lachan, die will juggle, Trashkiu, die will work. A blue am God and will need some knees, new some again. I'm really trying to do my short introduction. My name is where the cedar stands out on the point, but you can call me Saltwater Hank. That's my stage name. You might have picked that up in there. I come from a place called Lachan, which is known briefly and colloquially, perhaps sarcastically, as Prince Rupert, BC. It's been Lachan for a lot longer than that, and that's when there's foam on top of the water. That's where the rapids are, the tidal rapids that we have there. That's why it's called that. And I come from Hashkiu. That place is called Hartley Bay. I'm MCN, and I come from the Samalgic speaking peoples, a lot of which I'm going to be singing in today. This first tune that I have for you is called Nilo Wild, which is something that the people say when they explain things. After a while, they kind of just say, "What Nilo Wild, agui, what Slapda Wild," like that's just how it is. I got a wild bow hand, so I'm moving that thing over there. Dim Shackleton Sim my I'm alone. Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild. Nach Semikes, Daula de Miga, Magox, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild, Nilo Wild. Newsom. Thank you so much.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. 2 on 2. I need vocal in the monitor, please. 1 2 check, 1 2 1 2 check, 1 2. Well, I have COVID and I still made it, so not sure what the big deal is. Sorry, everyone. Just kidding, totally joking, you guys. Come on now. Too soon. Jeez, read the room. Here's a song about my son. For all the parents. Tell me your dreams. Make them as big as you can. So then they have the best chance of maybe working out. Sometimes nothing works out. Sometimes don't be alarmed. Don't shy away when you're in the wrong. I can testify to what it's like being lost inside yourself. A personal hell. But I want to live to the second last day that my children do, selfishly so I can see them through and all that they become. That's all I'll ever become. So spend it all, every last bit that you have. If you need to buy back the peace you lost to the upkeep of renting a room for your soul, I can see how every last downfall of man could one day lead to the end if we can't find harmony and treat others like we'd like to be treated fair. I know it's not really fair. That don't mean that the outcome should be decided solely by the income of people who don't need it for living still. I want to live to the second last day that my children do, selfishly so I can see them through and all that they become. You guys help me sing, everybody? That's all I'll ever become. 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 That's all I'll ever become, yeah. That's all I'll ever become. 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 That's all I'll ever become.
Well, my heritage is buried in shame and secrecy. It took a long time for me to find out what was really true. I'm glad to be here right now. Young hearts, stay true, stay smart, see through the story that they say, the reason that they play are not for you. It's big boys, it's big wars, it's pink noise and deep scars, the dreamer and the dream. Or the screamer and the scream, I think that's true. Because my Indian dream, my animal screams from the other side, my baby cries out, my long and great life into what has died, and my sleeper dreams hold. Sleep walks through the shadow line, and my brave one goes, knowing truth will draw the line in my Indian dream. To watch bring shame, small word for big pain. The ones who say we're free are the ones that hold the key. Is that your game? To what? Uh-oh. Big hole in our words. Dreamer in the dream. Well, okay, go into an instrument. So young hearts, stay true, stay smart, see through the stories that they say, the reason that they play are not for you. It's your choice, it's your mind. They don't wait, they don't cry. When you can't run with the river, I'll run with the river rats. Well, your Indian dream and your animal screams from the other side, and your baby cries out, and your long and breathe life into what has died, and your sleeper dreams hope, and your dreamer sleepwalks through the shadow line, and your praying one falls, knowing truth will draw the line in your Indian dream.
Bojan denwe magana duk Leonard Sumner ni indigenous kat kagi shikamagak and doing genius nabe and they go me watch kage is in the way go maji chige no go me watch pija and Bonjour. And so for my non-Anishinaabemowin speakers, what I said was, hello. I stole that joke from Wab Canoe. He's a politician now, so I'm not allowed to laugh anymore. So I'm going to sing a song that's based off of a book that my wife wrote. It's called "I Sang You Down from the Stars," and it talks about yeah, she loves that book. You're going to love it. Wait till you hear the song. And it's about how babies choose their parents, the Cree ideology of how babies choose their parents. They see everything before they come to this world, and they understand that, and they select the parents through a song. Like the parents sing a song, and that baby comes to them. And our baby was born March 3rd, 2020, so it's been a very interesting 2 years. So I don't know how good her vision is, you know? Should have seen that pandemic, would have waited 2 years. So it's called "I Sang It Down from the Stars." We loved you before we met you, before we held you in arms. We sang you down from the stars. And old folks tell us that babies make the choice. Who sings them down from the stars? Search the sky for your eyes. Saw a shooting star that led us to fluffy eagle bloom. Summer turned to fall, gather what we sowed. You chose us as your first home. We loved you before we met you, before we held you in arms. We sang you down from the stars. And old folks tell us that babies make the choice. Who sings them down from the stars? Family gathered far and wide, medicines keep your spirit strong. Among them was a stone, the land where we belong. We held you close, whispered in your ear. Before we held you in arms, we sang you down from the stars. Old folks tell us that some babies make the choice. Who sings them down from the stars? We loved you before we met you, before we held you in arms. We sang you down from the stars. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Kwai kwai bonjour. My name's Mimi O'Bonswin. I'd like to thank everyone here for your beautiful songs. I feel really welcomed. This is my first time on this beautiful land. I'm from northeastern Ontario, and my home community is Odanak in Quebec. And I thought I grew up around some big trees. You win. But here's a song about that anyways. It's called I Feel So Small.
Kaila Kastauchla, Nuquam Kumhilagile Spoutlin La Kuboks. My traditional name is Kumhilagilis, which means avalanching around the world. And I come from the Comox First Nation, but I'm also descended from the Quagute, the Numkis, and the Tlingit up in Alaska. We'd like to sing a song for you that pays respect to this land that we're all on, this traditional territory of the Kumugwe people. Our old people would sing about the beauty of this land, and they would sing about the mountains and the trees, and they would sing about the rivers that flow through our territory. So we'd like to sing the river song for you today. And the words of the song are in the Kwakwala language from the north end of Vancouver Island. And they talk about the beauty of this river and how important it is for our people as a life-giving force. And if you go past these woods, you'll encounter what we call Tso'um, the Solom River, and one of the important rivers in our territory. This is the river song. Kaila Kasla.
Okay, this is a culinary number. It has a built-in translation in it, so you don't have to be trying to guess what I'm saying. Dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean de Wapsulimsk. Dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean de Wapsulimsk. Stu clean des nemach Adalu gulkudit nu Dem katnis du nachanu Stu clean dem amatochgam adzedal Dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean de Wapsulimsk. Dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean, dim yo to stu clean de Wapsulimsk. There are a lot of rabbits in Nanaimo, and I am feeling quite hungry. So now I am going to check on my rabbit snares, and we will be eating good tonight. I'm going to barbecue the rabbits, I'm going to barbecue the rabbits, I'm going to barbecue the rabbits at the university. I'm going to barbecue the rabbits, I'm going to barbecue the rabbits, I'm going to barbecue the rabbits at the university.
Well, I've followed some tough songs before. I was going to sing my song about barbecuing, but I guess I'll switch it now. And that was great. I just want to point out how absolutely gorgeous everybody is dressed right here, by the way. I wish I was wearing something cool like that instead of this colonized Adidas. No slate to Adidas, I really do enjoy these shoes. You know, I've been watching everybody, and I especially love the people that close their eyes and listen together, and true music lovers. I've missed looking at true music lovers. It feels like everything is in short little videos, and our attention span is getting, you know, smaller and smaller, and songs are becoming almost inconvenient with their length. You know, you could almost believe that. And it's nice to come back here and stand in the rain and sit on the ground and see that I think these songs will forever have a place in the world, you know, and that you keep coming back and supporting. It feels really nice. It feels really nice, Vancouver Island. Thank you so much for all of this. This is a song I wrote about making room in your heart for the good things, not hanging on to the bad so much. And that fits your description. I invite you to let it go. You know, we don't have much time here, so we might as well enjoy some of it. That's something I've been trying to practice for the last little while is don't be so serious. Lighten up and make room for joy in your heart and your mind. Look at all the beautiful things around you. Look where you get to be. Thank you, Creator, for this privilege. Thank you for this life I get to live. Took the train down to Brighton. This room's too hot to sleep. Hardwood hidden on the carpet. Young love howling in the street. And those rainy days in London felt like the rain inside of me. I've been carrying around this baggage for too long. Think I'll leave it by the sea. Leave it by the sea, with the ruins of my past and worry whisper. Leave it by the sea, with the things that I've done wrong and you got used to. I was an anchor in my old life, rushed at me and lived my life upon the shore. Never touched the sea, but I knew I was an anchor. Yes, I believed I was an anchor. So leave me by the sea, with the ruins of my past and worry whisper. Leave me by the sea, with the things that I've done wrong and you got used to. I'm still an anchor now. Keep me or throw me out. Leave me by the sea. I think I inadvertently picked the songs that we could all sing along to if everybody here is into it. Or not, it doesn't matter to me as much, but I would enjoy it if you did. I would enjoy it if you did. If you sang along, we all just sang along together now. Yes, goes like this. I've never been so lost, no, no. 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 I've never been so lost, no. I've never been so lost, no, 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 no. Leave me by the sea, yeah. Leave me by the sea. Oh, leave me by the sea. I've never been so lost, I've never been so lost, no, no. 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 I've never been so. Leave me by the sea. Hey, you all sound beautiful. Thank you.
I've been asked sometimes where, how do you write a song? Where does it come from and all that stuff? It's like mostly, some of them are just told to me. I hear them. I can hear on the ferry. Sometimes if you're down in the car, there'll be something that flaps up on the ceiling as the boat's moving along, and right in there, all of a sudden you start hearing words and things like that. And so I hope for that. Sometimes it doesn't happen. This next song I'm going to sing, it was, somebody was talking to me. Remember when we lived communally, and you'd always wait for people to go out so you could be alone. And so my roommates went out, and something's starting to talk to me, so I'm trying to write this song, but it's just whispering, and I can't get it. And I learned that sometimes if you go right near a corner, you'll hear it. So as it turns out, I'm finally pretty much in a corner in the living room, yelling, "I can't hear you." I can't hear you, and the people that were out at a movie decided they didn't want to go to the movie. And so they're standing in the doorway looking at me as I'm yelling in a corner. It's weird, isn't it? But hey, I eventually got enough to write a song about it, so. Stumble you down the horse of love. You try to rope again in just your cowhide gown. And don't it feel like every bummer you have ever known? Don't it make you think that maybe you're okay alone? Pool of faces, all our strangers crying. Who is living there? Back to back, your one-horse race is more like castles in the air. But who remembers in the old days, gambit sport was hard, and with a bit of constant effort, one could prove their spot. Prove it, Duke. That's Daryl Havers. Rosalie, the times are spinning so damn fast, you'd think they'd stop. Could it be you'd stand in one space staring easily? You'd be forgot. But everyone is running ragged through this field of woe. gain your stride and stumble you down. The horse of love, you try to rope again in just your cowhide gown.
Thought we were dressed pretty nice on this side of the stage too. I was gonna do a little spin for you, but I'm too sexy. What an injustice. And speaking of injustice, as a First Nations person, I know a lot about it. I know a lot of our Munyao companions here, or white people, don't quite understand it as much as we do. I mean, some of the biggest injustices I ever heard about was having to wear a mask in the liquor store. I've been doing that forever. So I'm gonna stop my stand-up for a little while here, because we are at a music festival. But in my travels, I've been all across Canada, Australia, the United States, and I've listened to people talk, especially elders talk, and a lot of people have been learning more recently about residential schools and all the injustices that happened there, and people have heard about Tina Fontaine and Colton Bushy and the continuous ongoing injustices that happen to First Nations people. And I was talking to Wed Lady before this workshop, and he watched a TV show called Amplify, which I wrote a song for, a song called Just Us. And it speaks about my perspective of really examining how we look at justice in this world. Because when I was in Burns Lake, I heard a story from an elder that said they didn't go to residential school because their grandparents defended them and said, "We're not sending our children with you." And they got sent to, they took them to the bush, and they hid from the RCMP and the one in the black robe, the priest that was trying to take them. And I think about it now, when you go to a court, oftentimes you find yourself standing in front of a white man in a black robe. And I think about that, you know, like, why is that the law of the land when there are so many beautiful cultures and different traditional laws? But this is my observation, I guess, of the Canadian justice system. And this is a song called Just Us. Righteous love never felt like love to me. I bit my tongue, taste the blood, got a feel of what's to come. I know your scales just weigh me down, and I know justice, she ain't from this town. I know justice ain't from this town. So tell me she's blind, mine. I tell you that's a lie. The system isn't broken, it just works how it's designed. So tell me she's true. I say only for you, cause I can't get away with the things that you can do. Look no further than the land that's beneath your feet, and how you legally possess it through violence and aggression. Control the narrative so your smiles become weapons, and the only stories heard are the lies and deception. When it's time to fill the ground, let's make her look me in the eye. So it was done with righteous love. Never felt like love to me. It never felt like love to me.
How's everybody doing? To add to what you were saying, I think being so far removed from this, yeah, I'm reminded of why we play music, why we write songs. So thank you, and thank you for reminding me of why I love doing this so much. I'm gonna play something I didn't think I was going to play with a borrowed guitar. I come from a long line of incredible women, and yeah, I like that. I know there's a lot of us here, and as a songwriter, you know, this is how I connect in this world, and as a thank you or as an honor to all the women, family related or not related, who have played a role in making me who I am and continue to do that. Here's a song called Here's to the Women. I look just like my mother when she was my age. I talk just like her, everybody says. I carry myself like my grandmother's did, and I got a fire in my heart like my sister's flame. Here's to all the women who have carried us to where we are. Here's to the women who came before, who blessed the earth with light and love. Here's to the women who are warriors, fighting for freedom, fighting for the girls. When I look in your eyes, I see her face. She whispers truths when you lost your way. Strong spirit, persistent and wise. You come from great grandmothers who love never died. Here's to all the women who have carried us to where we are. Here's to the women who came before, who blessed the earth with light and love. Here's to the women who are warriors, fighting for freedom, fighting for the girl. Oh, oh, oh. Here's to the women who came before, who blessed the earth, the light, and the. Here's to the women who are warriors, fighting for freedom, fighting